31 days of Proverbs.
After going
Proverbs
through
14.
Proverbs 14 for the 31 days of Proverbs, verse 25 just kept speaking to me. And I know it wasn't me or anything. I know it was God trying to tell me something. And Proverbs 14 verse 25 reads, "A truthful witness saves lives, but he who speaks lies is treacherous." And that's from the Amplified version. And from the NIV version, it says, "A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is a traitor." And I kept asking God, like, okay, why this keep jumping at me? What are you trying to tell me? And then it brought me to the prosperity preachers. And you know, as preachers, you are all supposed to be witnesses of God, basically sharing your experience with others. So, and now when I think about it, prosperity preachers only preach about prosperity, about ways that one will prosper, about it's your season, about, oh, God is gonna move mountains, God is gonna do this, God is gonna do that, or I receive a word from God, and God says this and God says that. And when that doesn't happen in your life, then you start to treat God as if God is a liar, because you didn't take time to go and seek counsel from God. Like, God, is this message really from you? But instead you just believed it and gobbled it up as if it was truth. And when that doesn't happen, then you start feeling some type of way about God. And to really be honest, prosperity preaching is not new. If you could go back to the days of Jeremiah, I believe, you can see people that used to say they come in the name of the Lord, but God already went back. If you go all the way back to like Deuteronomy, when God will say, if a prophet comes in my name, if what he says happens, then you'll know that I sent him. But if what he said didn't happen, then you know that he's a false prophet and he's not speaking under my authority. So then this verse started really making sense. A truthful witness saves lives, but he who speaks lies is treacherous. And we know what the meaning of treacherous is. Treacherous means something that is dangerous, unstable, unpredictable, untrustworthy, or likely to betray. So basically, when these false prophets or these prosperity preachers keep preaching about it's your season, it's your season, it's your season, and they're not telling you about the dangers of living in disobedience, they're not telling you the part that where if you're living in disobedience, don't expect any favor from God. All they're doing is entertaining you to death. In other words, they're telling you what you want to hear, but they're not telling you what you need to hear. They don't tell you that Deuteronomy 28, which tells you about the blessing of God, is a two-part. It tells you about the blessings from 1 to 14, but why are the curses from 15 to 64 is like way much more. It's only 14 verses for the blessings, but for the curses of those who want to disobey God, it's 15 to 64. Makes you think, right? So these people are just entertaining us to death and not telling us what God really said. So now every time I turn on my social media or anything where I want to hear the word, once I hear, oh, don't scroll, God telling me to do this for you, God telling me to do that, God is giving me a word for you, man, I just delete it. Not delete it, I just scroll past it, or sometimes I just put not interested, so that type of stuff don't come up anymore. Because listen, man, I'd rather that you offend me into heaven than you kiss me into hell. Please don't entertain me into hell telling me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear. Tell me about the obedience part. Stop telling me about, oh, God is about the blessings. of God without the obedience part. Stop telling me, oh, God is gonna work this big thing in your life when you know clearly that I'm living in disobedience. And God is not gonna do anything, because all you're gonna do in the end is make God out to be a liar. We can all shout for joy and scream and say that the devil's a liar. Hey, Jesus called him the father of lies in John 8 verse 44. But why do we keep treating God like God is the liar? It's because we're so used to sugary preaching that when we hear salt, yeah, it feels like judgment. It makes us feel like, it makes us feel uncomfortable. But these people don't really love you. They caring about their followings and just want to grow their followings, and so they just telling you what you want to hear, and just entertaining you to death. But like it says, a truthful witness saves lives. Even when the truth is hard, sometimes you have to tell it no matter what, because you don't know how you could just, that God gave you that truth and you help somebody out of their disobedience. But when you keep lying to them and telling them, oh, God is gonna do this, or God's got you, or God's got this, and you know clearly that God didn't tell you to do that, all you're doing is you're killing this person. You're sending this person to hell, and their blood is on your hand. So please, all you prosperity preachers, please, man, just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Stop telling these people these lies and dooming them into hell. Stop entertaining people into hell. Stop preaching sugar, because all you're doing is setting them up for spiritual cavities. Which brings me back to the verse again. A truthful witness saves lives, even when it is hard. The truth can save life. But he who speaks lies is treacherous. It is somebody who's betraying you, somebody who's untrustworthy, somebody who's unstable, somebody who's unpredictable. And if you keep following that path, all you're doing is walking right into the gates of hell. So please, man, before you tell people about the blessings of God, also tell them about the disobedience, about the curses of disobeying God. Tell them to read throughout the whole Deuteronomy 28 that speaks about it.